Hello everyone. In this video I will walk you through how to schedule pods using either node name or the node selector. So let's get started. So in this scenario I have two node cluster. One is there are two nodes. So first node is worker and second node is master, and as you know, both the nodes can be referred by their node name. So in this case node name is worker and the second case the node name is master, and I'll share the strategy first using the node name. So I will create a pod and I will make sure that this runs on the worker node, but it will be using a node name specification. And second node I will create with the specification of NodeSelector. So there will be NodeSelector, but for this the second node or the master node should have the appropriate label so that it runs only on the nodes which has that label. So all the commands will be available in the slides in the resources section, and let's get started. So I have my terminal open here and I will be running the set of commands. So first I'll show you the nodes. So I'll just zoom it a little bit. Okay, so there are two nodes, a master and worker, their names. And if you do a describe on the master node, I wanted to show you that there by default the master node has this taints, and so I wanted to bring your attention to this point, that by default master has these two taints which does not which restrict any pod to be run. So we will remove this particular taint first. So you can see this easily if you just do a grep on taint -i for case insensitive, and you will see the taints. So I will remove those taints first. So you can do edit node master, and if I come down, this will be under spec section. So here, so I'll remove taints. So the taints have been removed, and I'll save this file. And there is a shortcut command as well. I just wanted to bring that to your attention as well. You can run this command to remove all the taints. Okay. Now I will create a namespace called pod to node namespace, and we will create all the pods within that namespace. So I'll create this namespace. Next I'll create a pod. The pod name is pod node using node name, and it's using image nginx, and I'll redirect to a YAML file because directly we cannot add the node name through the command line. So I have put that into a YAML file. Then I will open the YAML and edit, and under spec section I need to add the node name worker. Save and exit. And I just wanted to keep that comments here as well, just for reference. And now I will create that pod. So the pod has been created, and you can see using the -o white flag which node it's running. So you will see this pod is running on worker node worker. So my first target is achieved. Next, the second strategy, as I mentioned, was using labels and selectors. So we'll check out the labels first, and if so there are labels present. So you will see all the labels for both the master node as well as worker node. And what I can do is I can add a label to master using this kubectl label nodes and the name of the node and the actual label disk type equal to SSD. You can ignore that this I have already added actually prior to that, but this is how you can add any label. So I can just add something like SSD1 because this is already there. So okay, this type already, so I have added a label to the master node, and now you can check out if the labels are present or not. So you will see the labels are present. Disk type 1 SSD1, disk type equal to SSD. So I'll just zoom back in, zoom out. Okay, now we can create a pod which will be using the label. For this also we have to edit the YAML, because we cannot directly do it command line. So this is a second pod, and I will edit the YAML file. So herein under the spec section, SSD. So I'll save and exit this file. And now I just mentioned in the comments as well, this was the change which I have done, and I will now create the pod, and my pod has been created. And if I do get pods O white flag, you will see the second pod using NodeSelector is running on the master node, and the first one is running on the worker node because I specified the node name. So that's all actually for the demo. I'll just quickly perform the cleanup. I'll delete the namespace as well. So all the commands are here in the slides, and thanks for watching. Bye.